Can we forgive ourselves? Do we need a priest for that? Is life really okay? I mean, Rebel Moon, so much horrible things have happened in it, and Issa still keeps on forgiving. You know, it's kind of beautiful to think about your own life. You forgive yourself. You should. There's always a time to withdraw. Like James, the robot, he has stopped fighting after the death of the princess. It's, I mean, that scene, like this dialogue was in the trailer as well. Jimmy, yeah, Cora said she will fight on the side of honor or something. And then Jimmy was like, is there still such a thing? A few seconds later, Cora was like, what do you feel, James? She asked the fucking robot what he feels. Imagine asking ChatGPT, what do you feel? I did. It said, sorry, I can't feel. No, I didn't say that. That's the thing about Zack. He gave a soul to Jimmy. It's beautiful, so beautiful. Anyway, I don't know how I'm doing this game. The second thing I want to talk about is heavy metal. I need to buy those magazines. Do they still exist? I gotta say, Rebel Moon looks very unique, and it's like a mix of video gamesome and like a heavy metal, like a magazine, like a Watchmen graphic novel. Yeah, it looks very unique to anything that's out there, and yeah, I think only a few has seen it, even in the Snyder fandom. Even the Snyder fandom is pretty quiet about this movie. I don't know why, but I think as all things with Snyder, it takes time. This one is like 6 hours long. God, I don't know when I'm gonna rewatch it, but I want to rewatch it like full 6 hours. I don't have time in my life right now. I'm pretty busy playing Flappy Bird, but we'll see. The next thing I want to talk about is awareness. Snyder's movies are all, he talks about himself. I mean, he told about it like it's all self-aware. It's all kind of ironic, and it's there in this director's cut as well. The movie knows there is a movie. The movie is playing us, but it's still very real. It's still fucking emotional. I thought the director's cut was emotional as well. Maybe PG-13 was a bit more emotional, but damn, it's very real what's happening. And if you understand, I mean, the actions of the kids in the movie really tell. And that suicide bombing little creature, you know? Imagine Baby Yoda doing that. I want Baby Yoda to kill himself. Anyway, apologies to Disney. Um, Rebel Moon could be a great trailer to what's going to happen to our own world. Anything? I really like Jimmy. Jimmy is the racist word for James, by the way. So whenever anyone says Jimmy, judge them. And on Twitter, judge them really hard. They're racist. They probably think the same thing for other colors. I don't even know which color am I. I'm colorblind. Anyway, what's the next thing I want to talk about? The darkness. I thought, yeah, I definitely like part two more than part one. And part one was very dark. The destruction, the evil, I just couldn't handle it. Similar to how I couldn't handle when they were destroying the islands in Avatar 2, The Way of Water. It was just too painful. I think what's really painful is the fact that this stuff is really happening. What nobody is doing, an Israeli officer is doing it right now, and many other places. And yeah, that's the thing about realism. It's really happening right now. So it was too much for me to handle. I don't really watch the news. I don't really check out. If someone says this video sucks, I won't even open it. So part one was definitely hard for me to handle. And part two was fucking amazing. I thought, yeah, it was really, part one was darkness, part two was light. Yeah, it was something, huh? I think I will probably enjoy part one more when I rewatch it. I think, yeah, even if it's still 6 hours, I think both should be watched together. Seeing them both separately. Should I? I don't know. It was so dark. Uh, I thought that I enjoyed the opening scene though. The King Levitica breaks my heart every single time. God, when I go to hell, oh sorry, heaven, probably hell, judging how this stream is going, I'm gonna say hi to King Levitica. I'm gonna hug him. I'm gonna say he was a role model for me. I'm gonna ask for his autograph. Okay, I want to talk about the banter in between the war. You know, I feel like every single banter that happened, the Lord of the Rings kind of, you know, playful banter between, the Titus, Tarak, or anyone, Nemesis, the kids. It was really, I cherish those moments. And, so much, it took so much pain for those moments to come, and then when those moments, those happy moments exist, you like, you really, really enjoy it like a strawberry, like a big watermelon suddenly appearing in front of you. So yeah, Snyder mentioned it, James, like he's not a comic relief. He's drop dead serious. And yeah, I feel like even in the worst of the worst, there were some light moments in the movie. Our Snyder is really telling life is really okay despite the oppression of ourselves. Like Tarak said to that's also a major theme in Rebel Moon. Fuck this game. Like the oppression we are doing to ourselves, the mind is doing to ourselves. Like fucking don't listen to your mind. So your soul exists, man. Your body exists. The oppression in Rebel Moon. Tarak has said the same thing to the Beast, and that MMA fighter said it himself. Is like the general is in war. He's in war with himself. I mean, there's so much oppression everywhere in ourselves. Outside, there's so much going on. We know that, and then the people we love, we think we love, our families, our friends, are they really benefiting you? You know, do they really see you, the people in your life, or are they just another form of oppression? Is everyone just conditioning you? Have you found your people? Have you found your family? Or are you alone? I think being alone is a much better option. Most people nowadays are alone. I like that expression. Alone meaning all one, meaning everything's inside. You got a problem? Just look inside. I mean, immediately something won't come out. This is not fucking like those alien movies. Nothing will come out. You gotta wait, and then something will come out from inside. Yeah, that's all. Next, yeah, I want to talk about the myth of Rebel Mode Issa. By the way, I haven't checked out any of the the novelization, the comic books, the Spotify podcast. There's so much stuff coming out in Rebel Moon. My plan is to not check out any of that. only watch the movies, and then like 20 years later, there won't be any more probably won't be any more Rebel Moon stuff. And then some people will be like, damn, I missed the Rebel Moon universe. Then I'll be like, I have a novelization to read. I have some podcasts to listen. I have some comic books for the Blood Axe to read. By the way, I should probably order those books right now. They probably won't be available 20 years later. Snyder says cinema won't be available 20 years later, meaning, the digitally available. Like, what if, something happens to Netflix, like what happened to the CrowdStrike thing, the Microsoft thing? So, yeah, download. I mean, I don't know what to do with movies, but buy those books, man. Buy those books. We don't know what will happen in the future. I wonder what the Mother World did to history and all that. Did they erase history? They had some sort of history. They were teaching that to Cora, right? And that's where she found the history of Issa. That's fascinating. I think this is a great time for the movie to come out. It's similarly Oppenheimer. I thought this was the perfect time for that to come out. And Killers of the Flower Moon, now Rebel Moon. I think these three movies tell a lot about our own time. But all three movies are like set in somewhere in the past, I think. Rebel Moon, I don't even know. It's like futuristic and traditional at the same time. It is tribal, but yeah, it is futuristic as well. It feels Cora is, yeah, she's now sadder. She's now sadder that has found her home. That's what I was asking earlier. Like, have you found your home? We are all outsiders. Alone, we are outsiders. Have you found your people? It's not a assured thing that we're going to find our people. It doesn't have to be about that. You can enjoy life yourself anyway. Going off topic, analyze. Yeah, there are two ways you can see Rebel Moon. You can analyze it. You know, I love the analyzing people because I don't have that skill myself. Some people like finding Easter eggs, finding parallels of images. There's so many Zack Snyder previous movie references in Rebel Moon. Yeah, there's so many of that. I noticed in the moment I can't remember anything right now. So yeah, I love people who analyze stuff. People who analyze Tenet. Imagine analyzing Tenet. I have friends who do that. Friends, not really, but yeah. For me, I like to feel things. I just like to be there, enjoy it. I like the vibes. I like people based on vibes. I like movies based on vibes. So there's no right way to do things. If you're an analyzing person, analyze the movie. If you're, eating chips and enjoying the movie kind of person, enjoy that. And with that, okay, this game, I'm gonna score 5,000 right now. When I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. 5,000. Fuck. Rebel Moon, Chalice of Blood, and Curse of Forgiveness. They're out now on Netflix. The question I want to ask you is, do you forgive yourself?